5 ways to make your prepaid cell phone load last longer. Today's chat, how to make your cell phone loads last longer or not disappear. Have you ever bought a load for your phone, chose the promo that you were going to take, you start texting or emailing or surfing on the internet, and after a little while you see a message that says your phone connected to an internet and you're being charged 5 pesos? And after a while you notice that your cell phone balance is much lower than you thought it would be. After all, you bought a promo, so it shouldn't really be going down. Everything that you are doing should be covered under the promo. Well, before we get started on that, I'd like to say, please subscribe. That's the way you reward us for all the hard work we do of making these videos. If you really enjoy the videos, you can click on the notification bell and you'll be notified as soon as we upload a video. We make several videos a week and we'd like you to see them as soon as they're available. Speaking of videos, here we go. So, the question at hand, how can I make my loads last longer? I've been going back and forth to the Philippines since 2007, and I have always had this problem. I buy a load, I choose the promo, I activate it, I start texting or emailing or Facebooking or whatever, and occasionally I'll see this message pop up. Your phone has been charged 5 pesos because you've logged on to this network. 5 pesos doesn't sound like a lot, but usually on a daily basis, if I'm using my phone, I load it with 30 to 50 pesos a day. So that 5 pesos actually represents between 10 and 15% of the total amount that I put on my phone for that day. And the real problem is when I see that 5 peso message, I usually see it 2, 3, 4 times. So the reality is I'm losing somewhere between 40 and 60% of my data load. That's not a good thing. So I've been looking around, talking, and I finally found a solution. Actually, I found 5 solutions. The first and most effective is something called Surf Alert. It's a program that Globe has started. You register online and it will notify you before you are charged if you're going to be charged for accessing something on the internet. Smart has the very same type of deal. They call it Load Protector. So, of the 5 solutions I'm about to show you, this is the first. This is the one I think will net you the best results. My first choice. What you need to do is activate Surf Alert. When you activate Surf Alert, what it does is puts your browser on hold. Your browser, that's your Chrome, your Firefox, your Opera, whatever program you use to connect to the internet. It will put that on hold, and then whenever your phone is ready to access the internet, if it does it and it's not included in the promo that you've already signed up for, then the phone's going to notify you ahead of time that you're going to be charged. It'll say something like you could be charged according to data rates. And that way you know that you're about to be charged. You can stop, not do that. You can go ahead and do that because you want to do that. But it puts the decision in your hand. The second thing it does, it notifies you of any internet connections. I say that connecting by browser is the way your phone connects. It actually connects to the internet several ways. One of which can be if you download an app and part of that app's programming is it wants to log onto a server back home, communicate with a server back home, it does that via the internet. And so if that if that programming is not covered in the promo that you bought, then you'll be charged 5 pesos or however many pesos for that. And that is where we are losing our loads at. That's what's happening. Those apps are logging on and they're signing into the server, and then they're hooked up to the internet, and we get the extra charge. Here's the problem. With some of those apps, sometimes we're using them, even though we don't know that it's logging on to a server back home, but we're using it, and so it logs onto the server and it connects to the internet. You think, well, maybe I just won't use that. But sometimes, if you still have that app on your phone, it will log on to communicate with home because it's just been programmed to do that every 20 minutes, every hour, every 3 hours. It's passing back and forth information like maybe your location, amongst other things. A lot of apps send that type of information back home. And so if it's programmed to do that, it's going to do that unless you have a program called like Surf Alert, something that will stop it from accessing to the internet without you knowing about it, without your permission. These background actions, things happening that you may or may not know about, that you didn't signal, that you didn't start, these things happen, and that's where the charges come from. That's how your load disappears. With Surf Alert, you'll still be able to browse. You'll still be able to use that app. It will still be able to log on back home, but you'll be notified before you're charged for that. And then you get to make the decision, yes, I want to go ahead with this. No, I don't. Stop. Don't charge me. Don't let this thing happen. The decision is in your hand, and that's what you want. You want the decision to be in your hand. You want to decide if your load is being used for this. So the question remains, how do you activate Surf Alert? You pick up your phone, you dial *143, and then the pound sign, the tic-tac-toe thing, pound sign that. Then you press the dial button. You select internet usage, and then you select Surf Alert, and you wait 5 seconds, and then you'll see a message saying Surf Alert has been activated. Now, whenever your phone tries to log onto the internet outside of a program, outside of the promo that you chose, if you chose a promo and it logs onto the internet and that's included in the promo, then you're not going to be charged. So this Surf Alert's not going to alert you about anything. It's not going to say anything. If, on the other hand, your phone tries to log on and you've already been, that's not part of your promo, then you're going to get notified. Same with background action. If it's something outside of your promo, then you're going to be notified before it happens. So that's my number one choice. Now I have 4 others that I'd briefly like to cover. They're also good, probably not as good as this, but the combination of these 5 should really give you good control over managing your load and making it last a lot longer. So here we go. Number 2, remember Wi-Fi. If you're at work or at home or at school and you're using free Wi-Fi, remember that. Turn off your data plan. Turn off your data plan. If you have a choice between Wi-Fi and a data plan, choose the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is going to be free, or somebody else paid for it, or you already paid for it. So turn off the data plan. The next one, Wi-Fi switch reminder. Wi-Fi switch reminder is an option that you can choose on your phone, and if you switch this on, whenever your phone decides to switch from Wi-Fi to data, it will tell you, it will remind you, it will say you're about to switch from Wi-Fi to data. You want to make that decision whether to go from Wi-Fi to data. Sometimes your phone will do that. Sometimes you're actually in a Wi-Fi environment and your phone will decide that it wants to go to data. So you need to be aware for that, and this Wi-Fi switch reminder will do for that. The next one is called Wi-Fi Plus. It's also a choice that you'll find on your phone, and it's like Wi-Fi switch reminder, but it's more aggressive. Wi-Fi Plus will look at your Wi-Fi signal, measure it, look at your data signal, measure it, and whichever one is stronger, it will choose that. Once again, you probably just want to use the Wi-Fi. So if you switch off Wi-Fi Plus, if you switch off Wi-Fi Plus, then it won't make this decision for you automatically. You'll be the person making that decision. And the last option is called data saving mode. It actually does quite a few things, but the thing I find most interesting is when you're looking at things on the internet, sometimes your phone actually downloads them so you can look at them. But with this data saving mode on, your phone will just do a screenshot of it, which is a lot less data than downloading, and that's the way you'll save a lot of data, thus save a lot of money. So there you have it. Those 4 options plus the 1 option of the surf alert, 5 ways to make your prepaid load data last a lot longer. In this video, I would appreciate very much if you could provide me with some feedback, with some comments. I'd like you to tell me one of 2 things. How do you save on your data? What do you do so that you don't use a lot of data, use a lot of load? Or number 2, what did I forget? What is it that I should have mentioned that I didn't? Either one of these 2 would be great feedback for me, and I'd appreciate that very much. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, or subscribe. See ya in the next video.